what percentage of the sort of semiconductor industry R&D is outsourced, and sort of whether we are currently at peak or there is more room to grow, sort of that
I think there is a little bit more
of outsourced.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit more room to grow. Semiconductor division, you look at any other company right now, Wipro and HCL and Infosys, what I'm hearing is they have done well. It will grow a little bit. As I was saying, it is again cyclical. Right now maybe is just on the peak or on coming up, but it will bound to come down. So I've seen it in the last 20 years. It goes up and down, up and down. There was a consolidation that has happened, but it's bound to come down again. So right now, semiconductor manufacturer companies have done really well. Applied and Advantage and you name it, everyone has done really well. That doesn't mean they will not come down. It's a matter of time.
And
so it's not
is driven by what?
It's for the market demand. Like once your backlog is clear, people are upgrading manufacturing, semiconductor manufacturing, that's a little bit different than chip design. Number of chip design starts have come down. You look at any chip design, like even in Intel's and Cisco's and Google and any number of SoC design or new design starts have almost like come down by 30 to 40%. Chips have become more and more complex and cost of designing a chip has become more costly. What customers were designing at 90 nanometer or 120 nanometer has come down to 60 and 45, 22. So the cost of designing this chip is very high. Cost of finding the software to design tool is very expensive, right? So besides designing the chip, the software that runs on it and availability. So they're kind of designing a superset of a chip, and then they design a family of those chips. The number of design starts have become very, very small.
Mm-hmm. Which in itself is a negative for these companies.
It's negative for a company because the complexity of a single chip has become more. But at the same time, what they do is they design one complex chip and then they do companion chip or accelerators chip that goes on side. They're
Can you give me
more
sort of ratios like, 5 years ago and today, where you would design, 10, and you would have 3 companions per chip, and now where we are today? I mean, this kind of sort of statistics has me put in context sort of what's the offspring of each main chip is today and where it was.
Yeah. So main chip for bigger companies, new design starts have almost come down by 40%. If they had 20 design start, now it's about 12 design start. But what they have done is they have taken companion chips. They're adding more companion chip SoCs. There are a lot of startups. They're doing a lot of these SoC building new. So they're taking multiple IPs from different vendors and providing their secret sauce and going to the market with an SoC, right? So that's what more activity is happening on that side, smaller chips as compared to the key, what so many companies were building before. Because to enter into this market in a lower nanometer design start is very costly. So new SoC companies it's very, very hard for them to enter in the market and make money off it. Because lower the geometry, bigger the cost, and the volume needs to be very, very high. So you take a bet on it, and you're not successful, you can go bankrupt literally very quick. So if you see number of SoC companies that are coming in the market and they're getting VC funding, very, very small. I mean, compared to 50% of the companies are even getting funding from VCs if you're just an SoC company, right? Compared to the software, the social media, all these companies are, because they can demand the premium, they know the risk is less compared to an SoC company. Back in, say, year 2000, 2005, you would see so many companies were coming up with their own SoC and getting funding from VCs. So that could tell you is number of new companies getting VC funding or private funding